Hi friends, welcome to the Biz Talks of Rotary District 3141. Rotary Year 2021 is a vision year with District Governor Sunil Mehra at the helm of affairs, wherein many new initiatives have been initiated to create a difference in the community and also make Rotary seen. Biz Talks is a unique and hot from oven initiative. It's an initiative to support Rotarians to support Rotary. In Biz Talks, we speak to visionary Rotarians who by virtue of the selfless work towards the community have reached important decisive positions, and their actions today will help Rotary to serve more and make a difference in the community. I'm your host, Dr. Manish Motwani, a weight loss surgeon, that's a bariatric surgeon, and also the Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in the year 2021. Friends, our guest on Biz Talks is a father figure, a person whose epitome of service and sincerity, a Rotarian with decades of Rotary experience, who has been the face of Rotary District 3141 in Rotary International. Yes, friends, is none other than past Rotary International Director and past Rotary Foundation Trustee, Rotarian Ashok Mahajan from Rotary Club of Mulund. Friends, Ashok ji and myself share our birthdays. I have learned a lot from him since the time I was a teenager. He believes in creating leaders by motivating and acknowledging their efforts. Very present personality, can charm anyone by his mere presence. Passionate about work, brilliant at man management and project management. Face of polio eradication in entire Rotary International. One of the most resourceful Rotarians in the entire Rotary history, responsible for contributions in excess of $100 million to the Rotary Foundation. I have the privilege, friends, to present before you all a man of principles, man of credibility, man of ethics, man of integrity, who's passionate to take Rotary to a different level, a man who wants to make Rotary a household name, a man who wants to make Rotary a big brand in the field of service. It's my pleasure, friends, to present before you past Rotary International Director and past Rotary Foundation Trustee, Rotarian Ashok Mahajan.
Thank you, and thank you very much, Manish, for your very generous introduction. And with such an introduction, the two lines comes in my mind. तुमने मेरी तस्वीर में इतने रंग भर दिए, तुमने मेरी तस्वीर में इतने रंग भर दिए कि उन रंगों में अपनी मैं तस्वीर ढूंढता हूँ. Thank you for your generosity in this introduction.
Thank you so much, sir. Ashok, with your consent, can we start the questions, please?
Yes, by all means.
Ashok, your life in Rotary has been an open book. You have been so much into social work, so much all across the country, all across Asia, all across the world, that people know you so much on Rotary front. But we need to know something about your personal life and work life too.
As far as my personal life is concerned, it is very simple and crystal clear. I was born on 23rd of July 1947 in a family, a very respected family. Fortunately for me, I had a good education, good culture from my family with two brothers and a sister. And of course, thereafter, when I got married, I married to a lady who is who takes care of not only my needs, but the entire needs of all the family members. And it is she who is taking care of the family, Nayantara. Blessed with two children, Namrata and Nikhil. Both are very good children, good educated. Nikhil, as you know, is in America, working with Bloomberg. And Namrata is married here in Bombay only. She is Mulund only. I am blessed with three grandchildren. Nija, Omkar, and Akshata. Well, as far as our family is concerned, family is such a well-knit family, a good relationship amongst each and every family member, and perhaps that's my strength that I am able to do all what I am doing in or out of Rotary. As far as the business is concerned, we started this business in the year 1976. The thought came in my mind in the year 1973, but the starting was in the year 1976. We started with a very meager figure, and that was my provident fund and the gratuity. But thereafter, it is rest of all the history. Today, fortunately for me, our brand and our products are well accepted in the country, and we are one of the largest microswitch manufacturers in the country. All in the country who use microswitches or who are in this field, if they do not know me or our company Raj Industry, then there is something wrong somewhere. Practically every Indian who uses microswitches or who is connected with this line, they know us, and that's the reputation we have established in our business for the last almost 40 years.
Ashokji, I have spoken to you for hours and hours and hours together, and every time I speak to you, I come to know something more about your personality, something more about your integrity. And you have also told me that, yes, there are certain strong grassroots because of which your nature is what it is today and your character is what it is today. You know what I'm talking about. I would like to know something on that too.
Well, Beta, from the childhood, I was connected with the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, the RSS. And fortunately for me, even my parents were involved in that organization. My father was RSS Swayamsevak, my uncle was RSS Swayamsevak. So I was attached to this organization, and this organization is nothing but discipline. This organization is nothing but patriotism, and this organization teaches you the integrity, credibility, and all. Fortunately for me, at a very young age, I was second year OTC. OTC is the Officer Training Camp. It's a 1-month camp which takes place in Pune every year. At the age of 16, I was second year OTC, and perhaps that time I was the perhaps youngest person to have the second year OTC in Pune. But thereafter, I did not go to third year OTC simply because my father had a sincere desire that one of his sons should become the engineer. And since my elder brother had already joined Air Force, and my younger brother, his interest in mathematics was not so good, so I was the only person, and just to fulfill the desire of my father, because I knew the sacrifice of my father in bringing up. As you know, we are migrated from Pakistan, and how we came, we only know. So I did not want to disappoint him. So I decided to be an engineer, and then I left behind the RSS. But the culture of RSS, the feeling of RSS, the teaching of RSS is still in me, and perhaps that makes me take a step forward with full chance of integrity, credibility, and stewardship.
Thank you, Ashokji. This is what I definitely knew, but I wanted everyone to know that how strong are your grassroots. Ashokji, we all know that Rotary is responsible for polio eradication, and now it was a very good news that it is now existing only in 2 countries. You know, even in the exams, it is very easy to get those 96, 97% marks, but the last 2 or 3% is the one which is usually difficult to attain. But nevertheless, today, only 2 countries left for polio eradication, and you are the face of polio eradication, not just for Mumbai, not just for Maharashtra, not just for India, but for the entire Rotary world. You have achieved the unachievable hundreds of times. You have been able to penetrate those places where others wouldn't even dare to do. And I would like you to speak something about your polio journey and how you could achieve it.
Well, but as far as polio is concerned, it will be unfair if I say that India is polio free because of me. India is polio free for many reasons, that I'll come to you. But first of all, you must appreciate that this is the only corporate program of Rotary International or the Rotary Foundation. And perhaps when I was a governor in the year 93-94, that was the time it was taking some shape. In the year 94, we had the Shishu Suraksha Divas in Delhi, and thereafter the NID started. I was very fortunate that I was invited to serve the India National Polio Control Committee in the year 1996. And that gave me an opportunity to work in this field. It so happened that I was able to penetrate, or I was able to convince a community which had some resistance in Mumbai and around Mumbai. I still remember the words of past RI director, late O.P. Vash, when I was attending the first meeting of National Polio Plus Committee. On a couple of occasions, he said that Polio Plus work is not that simple as the membership development. Because previously, I was the coordinator for membership. I heard 2-3 times, then I took a sort of challenge, and then I started working. My journey started from Bhiwandi. Fortunately for me, a past president who was the president when I was a governor, Manohar Patil, he is a very influential man politically, otherwise also in Bhiwandi area. I requested him, I said, Manohar, I want to have a meeting of all the leaders of Muslim community, all the Muslim doctors, all the chemists and the community. If the first question he is asking me, am I contesting one election? I said, no, it is not that. But then the meeting was organized at about 9:30 in the evening in Bhiwandi, which went up to midnight. And believe you me, that was the starting point. And there I was encouraged to see that the people were interested, but perhaps they were not communicated the way they should have been communicated. And the feeling was there that this community is against accepting the polio drops. That success was a sort of a stepping stone for me. And thereafter, see, when I became the member of the India National Polio Plus Committee, even Maharashtra was a high-risk area. That time there were 288 polio cases when I became the member of India National Polio Plus Committee. And the worst part was Bhiwandi. Bhiwandi was the worst part. Fortunately for me, I was able to achieve something in Bhiwandi because when I became the member of National Polio Plus Committee, Bhiwandi had about 48 polio cases. But after my initiative and some of the steps which we took, very next year, from 48, it came down to 3. And thereafter, it was 1. And after that, we haven't seen any polio case in Bhiwandi. I had some similar experience in Mahim Bandra. Fortunately, Manish, I was a regular visitor to Hazrat Makhdoom Shah Baba's Dargah in Mahim. I used to go practically every Thursdays. Even when I was a governor, I used to go. Before governorship, I used to go. I happened to meet the Imam of that Dargah. Initially, he was reluctant to listen to me. I persuaded once, twice, 3 times. Whenever I used to visit the Dargah, I used to meet him also. At the end, he got fed up of me, and then he asked me, "Acha, Mahajan Sahab, आप मुझसे क्या चाहते हैं?" तो my simple answer was, मैंने कहा, इमाम साहब, सिर्फ जुम्मे की नमाज के बाद जो आप अपना प्रवचन करते हैं, उसमें आप just make a mention कि the children should be given polio drops on NIDs or sub-NIDs. He said he will not do that, but he will do much more than that. I said, what is that? He said, is it possible for you to arrange 500 banners giving the message of polio? I said, why 500? I can give you 5,000. I said, but what are you going to do with that? He said, the entire Dargah, we will cover with those banners. So that will be more than a message which you are expecting from me. And believe you me, Manish, that was again a very successful story in Bandra. Same thing happened in Govandi. But Govandi, fortunately for me, Rotary Club of Devnar were very effective or very active in polio eradication program. So they were there to help me also. So this I considered as a victory. And thereafter, when I became the director Rotary International, not director, I was the director-elect. The first thing I did, I requested our chairman, past Governor Deepak Kapoor. I said, is it possible to have a meeting of all the ulemas of UP and Bihar in Delhi? He said, that's not very difficult. I said, no, I would love to have attend that meeting. believe you me, Manish, Deepak will endorse that till I enter the venue, that is Samrat Hotel in Delhi, I did not know that I am the only speaker. As our car entered, I was with Deepak Kapoor. He tells me, you are the only speaker, no one else is going to speak. And that was a big question before me, what to speak. Because never before I had attended a similar meeting of ulemas. Fortunately, the goddess Saraswati came on my tips, on my tongue, and I started the meeting with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, La ilaha illallahul ajimul halim, La ilaha illallah rabbul arshil azim, La ilaha illallah rabbus samawati rabbil ardi rabbul arshil kareem. This is one of the very strongest ayat in Quran. And this is such a ayat which we consider as Karmanyavadikarasya Mahakaleshu Kadachan in Gita. So they were impressed that I was not holding a piece of paper in my hand, and I went on reciting Urdu couplets from Quran, one after another. So they felt that this fellow belongs to our community only, he will not cheat our community. So that was the success, the starting point of the success. The proposal of starting the ulema committee came from them. It was not our proposals. It came from them. Yes, sir, if you really want to achieve success, have ulema committee in entire UP. Thereafter, the rest is all the history. How many times I went to Lucknow, I myself do not know. How many times I went to Muradabad, Meerut, Ghaziabad, Shahpur, Badaयूं, Bareilly, Agra, Kanpur. I myself do not know. I can say with fullest chance of accuracy, even the chief minister of UP that time must have not traveled UP to that extent as I traveled for the cause of polio eradication, and that was a success story. Thereafter, what happened? When the ulema committee was formed, we made these ulemas to administer polio drops to their own children in camera on NID. And that was telecasted all over the state of Uttar Pradesh. When the people saw that ulemas are giving, their dharam gurus are giving polio drops to their children, so there is nothing wrong. Manish, to our surprise, very next year, the ratio between the other community and Muslim got just reversed. Earlier, what used to happen, 70% of the polio cases used to come from this minority community and 30% from other communities. But in 1 year's time, the ratio got reversed, 30% from Muslim community and 70% from other community. So there we felt that, yes, we are on the path of success. But it will not be exaggeration if I say that today India is polio free, not only because of Rotary or Ashok Mahajan, but first of all, the credit goes to the government of India. The credit goes to all the state governments. The credit goes to the corporation, the Jilla Parishad. The credit goes to the health workers. The credit goes to our partners in WHO and UNICEF. And most importantly, the credit goes to all the senior Rotary leaders in India. They were totally committed. Person like Raja Sabu, person like Kalyan Banerjee, person like Sushil Gupta, they were totally committed. And when they were totally committed, they were able to motivate or mobilize the Rotarians to act upon that, and then the rest is all the history.
That's fantastic. So this is a revelation for us, how it started with a first meeting in Bhiwandi, ended in Lucknow, which has impacted the entire, not just entire India, entire Rotary world. Because as you rightly said, yes, Rotarians were responsible, and I feel each and every Rotarian on the floor also, on the ground also, did his bit to support the initiative which you had started with so much of zeal and enthusiasm. And I think that was your commitment, which is today led to India. It's very modest on your part, but that is one of the main reasons why today you could gather support from all the bigwigs, all the senior Rotarians, all the non-Rotarians, and today India is polio free. Ashokji, you also have the rare distinction of being appointed the foundation's trustee when you were still in office as a director. We would like to know something about that too.
Once again, I will give credit to the polio eradication program only. See, it was year 2000, when the then trustee and the past director Kalyan Banerjee, he invited me to serve as a coordinator for polio eradication private sector initiative. Under this initiative, we were expected to raise funds from the corporates, not to bother the Rotarians, because Rotarians had given a lot in the past. So I was one of the coordinators, and the goal given to me was 1 crore. I had to raise 1 crore in the year 2000. And it was a difficult task that time, I felt. What happened? I was just sitting in my office. Just a thought came that Sri Shambhu Kumarji Kajliwal, he knows me very well. He knows me very well because he has some connection. He had some connection with my father also. Both are from the same trade. They were having business together for over 50 years. So Shambhu Kumarji knew the family from where I come. I just telephoned him and I made a request. I said, sir, I want to see your son-in-law. He asked me, what is the purpose of that? I said, sir, simple purpose is I want some money from him for polio eradication program. And Manish, he just tells me that just Ashokji, give me 5 minutes, I'll get back to you. In 3 minutes time, he phones me and he wanted me to be there at CCI at 4 o'clock in the evening, very next day. Why CCI? Because CCI was very next to the industry house where Birla's register office was there that time. They were in the industry house, which is hardly 3 or 4 minutes walk from CCI. अब उन्होंने 4 बजे का मुझे वक्त दिया था, मैं 3:30 बजे वहाँ पहुँच गया. I did not want to miss it. 4 बजे गए. He introduced me to Rashid ji. Over a cup of tea, I made a request. Rashid ji, this is the program. This is what we want and why we want. To my surprise, he immediately calls someone, maybe her secretary, and gives him the instruction to issue 2 checks worth 51 lakhs each. So I was on the 7th heaven. मतलब मेरा गोल 1 करोड़ का था, मुझे 1 करोड़ 2 लाख यहीं से मिल गया, मेरा काम हो गया. ठीक है ना? तो then what I did, thereafter, for every small and big event concerning polio in District 3140, I used to invite her. So I made her see how we the Rotarians are committed to the cause. I took her to the slums of Govandi. Can you imagine taking Mrs. Birla to the slums of Govandi? And that in the month of May. Her big car is lying on the road, main road. And her, the person who takes the car, we are walking on the street of Govandi slums. That was her commitment also. And thereafter, when I became the director of Rotary International, I approached her. By that time, we had established good relations amongst us. She knew the family from where I came. She had visited my house on a couple of occasions. I had been to her many a time, and I used to visit her very often those days. I said, Rashid ji, now I am elected as a director of Rotary International. Now you have some responsibility, or I need a favor from you. And there she committed $1 million, and mashallah, even today, she is contributing $1 million every year. But that year, what happened? I approached Hindujas. That year was the Hindujas' father's 100th birth anniversary. And in his memory, they wanted to do something for the children. So they got the cause. They gave me 40 lakhs rupees. And when the big amount started coming, then I felt that I am capable of raising good amount. Fortunately for us, we are very fortunate. The integrity or the credibility of Rotary is so high that Rotarians perhaps are not aware of that. If you talk to someone and you introduce yourself as a Rotarian, that you belong to an organization called Rotary, you need funds for the cause of service for any activity through Rotary, you get a VVIP treatment, and most probably you are never disappointed. I give you one example, very good example. I received a phone call from Nagpur, past governor Madhu Rugwani. He then RRFC of our zone. He said, and I was the trustee of that time. He said, Ashokji, there is a person in Nagpur who is capable of giving, but he is not listening to us. He is not accepting our request. If you can make it. I said, okay, I'll come. I went there. Normally, when I go to visit someone, I go in a suit. Normally. But I don't know what made me feel. I was just in shirt and pant. I went to his office. His name is Mr. S.N. Nuwal. I went to his office. In his office, he used to sit on the 3rd floor. Just to receive me, he was on the ground floor with a bouquet of flowers. And just over a cup of tea, he accepted our request and was ready to give 250,000 US dollars. Immediately, in half an hour time, the deal was done. Thereafter, what happened? When they approached him to get that check, he said, I will hand over the check to that fellow who came to me. I said, okay. Again the request came. I went there, and Manish, a big event was organized in the presence of everyone. He gave me that system, you know, presenting the big check of 250,000 US dollars. There are n number of cases where I can say that whenever I went, no one said no, which has its integrity, which has its credibility, and the credibility of such a high order, which perhaps the Rotarians are not aware of that. So the million-dollar question is, why everyone is not able to get it? Because we are shy in asking. Unless you ask, nobody will give. हमारे में तो कहते हैं माँ भी बेटे को दूध नहीं देती जब तक वो रोता नहीं. Unless you ask for it, nobody will give you. So asking is the most important thing, and for that one has to take initiatives.
Friends, in Rotary there is a very important designation which is called as Arch Clump Society. We call it as AKS. And Arch Clump Society is a very high-end privileged society where people who have been contributing in an excess of $250,000 are a part of that unique group. And these are large-hearted donors who do their bit towards the foundation so that the Rotary Foundation does the type of work in service for the community as we desire. Ashok ji has been one of the strongest supporters of the Rotary Foundation, and it is not something which was unexpected that as during his stint of Rotary directorship, he was also appointed, he was given the appointment for being a foundation trustee immediately as his term as a Rotary director ends. And this is no small thing, friends. I don't recollect of any other person who has been able to get such a big assignment in his Rotary career so far. Friends, Ashok Mahajan ji has been one of the persons who has been one of the biggest fundraisers for Rotary. Rotary doesn't need funds for any enjoyment sake. Rotary doesn't need fund only for administration. Rotary needs funds purely for service projects. And Rotary Foundation is the heart of Rotary, which ensures that no project is wasted. It is showing the highest levels of integrity and stewardship to ensure that the money of each and every donor is utilized in the best possible manner. Friends, Rotary Foundation is also an organization where just 5 to 6% of the amount is going towards admin. 94 to 95% of the amount goes directly to the beneficiary. And it is a very well structured organization with absolutely no leaks anywhere. And that is the reason the Charity Navigator has given a 4-star rating to Rotary Foundation since past 12 years. And friends, 4-star rating, why? Because there is no rating higher than a 4-star rating. And people like Ashok Mahajan ji and people like other top dignitaries in Rotary, people like Raja Sabu, people like Kalyan Banerjee, people like Ghulam Mahanwati, these are the people who have induced this kind of ethics and integrity in the minds of people. And that is the reason why every Rotarian of District 3141, yes friends, every Rotarian of District 3141 is here to give and not to take. He does the work on his own and he ensures that the money is well spent to the single naya paisa. So friends, this is what Rotary Foundation is all about. And Ashok Mahajanji is a worshipper of Rotary Foundation. He speaks about Rotary Foundation, he lives Rotary Foundation, and there is no reason why, friends, a person as committed as him, who has been a Rotary International Director, who has been a Rotary Foundation trustee, will be, I'm not using the words, will be at the helm of affairs in Rotary International in time to come. And that is the time that we really are looking forward to.
Oh, inshallah. Thank you very much for that.
Friends, I was going to ask the next question to Ashok ji, that how do we raise funds for Rotary Foundation? He's given a very simple method that you have to ask. Friends, this is what I learned from him. In the year 2018-19, I was the chief coordinator for Arts Club Society for Rotary District 3141. We did a record collection of 14 Arts Club Society members in that year, when before that we were never had gone beyond 6 or 7. It was because he taught us, he taught me that till the time you don't ASK, you don't AKS. Till the time you don't ask, you don't get Arts Club Society members. Thank you so much for your guidance, Ashok ji, because it is because of you today I am where I am, and I'm very happy that I've been able to do my bit towards the Rotary Foundation. Despite being a bariatric surgeon, I've got a hospital to run, I have to do weight loss surgeries, but I've been able to give sufficient time to Rotary. It is because of something called as time management also, which I have learned from you. Ashok ji, despite all this work that you have been doing, you are also very net savvy. You have been doing your bit on social media too. You are always seen on Twitter, you are always seen on Facebook. In fact, I would just like to tell you that I have stolen something from you.
Oh.
I have stolen an idea from you. I have been reading Rotary news over so many years. Never in my life before or after that have I seen that when you were the Rotary International Director, you have interviewed every director. Now you see where this BizBiz Talks is coming from, Ashok ji. This is purely an inspiration from you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The purpose of your talks and your interviews of various Rotary directors was you wanted to convey, you are the director for India, you wanted to convey the thoughts of various other directors, those people who have reached such high positions, that what was their thought process, what was their learning, what was their culture, what was their strong roots, what was their ethics, and you wanted to put it in front of all the Rotarians, and it made a difference. I have started doing the same for Rotary District 3141 only because of the inspiration that I have taken from you.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure you won't mind it, but it was your idea which was taken up in a little advanced manner, because that time we were not having Zoom. Now I have used that idea so that I can connect. We were very unlucky that COVID came in. We were not able to meet. I thought this was the best option where we could have all presidents being interviewed. We interviewed every president, every core team member, every assistant governor, and every past district governor, to ensure those thoughts of people, those people who have really taken the district 3141 to such heights and 3140 to such heights, should be in front of all new Rotarians to inspire them and motivate them. And your interviews that time are the ones which have made me do this now. And your commitment has come a bit, at least 2% has come in me, and that is the reason I've been able to do this 185th interview of BizBiz Talks.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So, thank you so much. But yes, now the question is your inclination towards social media. Why and how?
See, Manish, to be honest with you, even when I was a director, I did not know much about this. As a director, during our meeting, there was one session where an outsider speaker was there, and he gave us the presentation on social media. And then a sort of appeal was made that we should be on social media. The object is very simple and crystal clear. If you are on social media, the message is spread all over the world. And if it is connected with any organization, then the message of the organization is conveyed to everyone. So I became, after attending the board meeting, when I came to Nikhil, from Evanston, I came to Nikhil to spend some time with them. Believe you me, I just requested my daughter-in-law, Monica. It is she who opened my account for Facebook. It is she who opened my account for this thing, Twitter account. And then I started thinking, why, what is to be done in this thing? For some time, I used to convey those thoughts or the messages to my daughter-in-law, and she used to post it. But then slowly and slowly, I started learning. But it helps in one way. Your message is spread all over the world. And when it is connected with Rotary, people come to know what Rotary is all about. You would have seen that my tweets are basically on service, connected with Rotary, or the game of cricket, because I am the lover of the game of cricket. I love the game of cricket. So my tweets are either Rotary. When I say Rotary, it means the service activities connected with Rotary, or the game of cricket, or the philosophy or the teaching of my parents. What teaching my parents, what teaching I have received from my parents, that also I reflect in some form or the other. Suppose I am sitting here all alone and some thought of my father comes in my mind. Then I try to put it. So that if not everyone, at least my family member will see, my father used to say like this, so we should also behave like that. So this is the basic object. It helps you in promoting your organization. It helps you in promoting the program of your organization. And it also gives you satisfaction to know what other Rotary clubs are doing, what other individuals are doing, or what our organization as a whole is doing. So that's the basic object. So Twitter, of late, because of this COVID and all, I'm all the time at home, so I have no other thing to do. So I keep on tweeting. Lekin Facebook or Twitter, the main object is to promote the organization.
Friends, Rotary has been doing some phenomenal work for the community. People like Ashokji want that every person who needs help should approach Rotary for any kind of work they want. So whether it is for education, whether it is for vocation, whether it is for scholarships, whether it is for health, whether it is for low-cost housing, whether it is for global warming, whether it is for solar energy, people like him want that every common man should approach Rotary for any smallish needs. Now they have gone beyond that. What people like Ashokji say, that why should people come to us? Why not we ensure that they are already made self-sufficient so that they don't have to approach us? And people like him gather that momentum and inspiration, and they are an inspiration to so many people that come on, let's go onto the field, look out for projects, work for projects, accomplish projects, so that no needy person has to come asking for any need in front of us. So friends, this is something which people like him have engraved in our bodies, and we have imbibed it well. I hope we will be able to stand up to their expectations of what we should be doing in our Rotary career too. Ashokji, one last question from you. You have been a very busy person. You have been giving so much time to Rotary. How do you ease off? What do you do as a hobby, and what do you do to rest a bit?
See, if you ask me my hobby is doing service to others in whatever form I can. That is number one. I love the game of cricket. These days, when we are under lockdown, I practically all the matches in the past, they are telecast today. I see ball to ball. Why? Because I love. Though that time I must have seen those matches. Not that I had not seen. I spend a lot of time on cricket. And then my hobby is of reading and writing. I read a lot and I write a lot. This is my hobby. And you must have seen that there are at least 7 or 8 publications which have been published with my writings and all. So that is my basically hobby. And most important, someone asked me, what is your weakness? My weakness is my family. My family is weakness because whatever I am today is basically because of my family. The support, the strength of my family has always been behind me. Without my family, I could not do anything. Believe you me, I could not do anything. My children, Namrata and Nikhil, they have always encouraged me. Nayantara has always stood behind me. And even my son-in-law and daughter-in-law, they are also very, very supportive to my every act of service, whether it is through Rotary or whether it is through Inner Wheel or otherwise also. They are very supportive, and for that I am blessed. And God has been very kind to me that I have such a very fine family where everyone loves me and I love everyone.
That's great to know, Ashokji. And of course, we have been family friends. Your dad, my dad, and you have been friends for even before since before even I was born.
And well, Ramesh and myself, we are friends for last 48 years.
Yes. And that is almost 1 year before I was born. And yes, and I remember the days when we used to cut our cakes together on every birthday. I regret. Yeah, please.
Basically, on 23rd of July, why your father Ramesh arranges a tree plantation? Because he is a lover of the trees. He arranges that only in honor of your birthday and my birthday.
Absolutely.
That's the basic object behind that.
So it has always been a pleasure, Ashokji, to be with you, listen to you, spend some time with you. And every time I listen to you, there is some more revelation. There is something more that I learn. And it has been a lovely experience. So thank you so much for spending your time here today. But before I end, I would like to tell you something, sir, that it was a privilege given to me to have this interview. It has been a lovely experience with you on WizBiz Talks. We would take the liberty of posting these videos to all Rotary Club, every Rotarian of District 3141, social media pages of Rotary District 3141. Your interview is going to be viewed by all Rotarians and non-Rotarians alike. It will inspire many others to work for Rotary, work with Rotary for service projects.
Very good.
We'll also be showcasing this interview of yours at the Golden Hearts CSR and Global Grants Conclave. So this is a conclave which is coming up on the 19th of September. And if organizations like Tata, HDFC and Birla Group, who have reached the highest levels of integrity, through your support, have joined hands with Rotary, we are sure that at this conclave, this interview of yours will also attract many more corporates to say that yes, if the Birlas can support Rotary, if the Birlas can trust Rotary, if the Tatas can trust Rotary, why can't we? Because we also have a money which has to be spent in the best possible manner. And who better than Rotary to partner with? In any and every project that they want to partner, Rotary has a project for that.
Manish, many a time from the podium I have said, if Tatas and Birlas, if they do not have the value of money, then none of us have the value of money. And if they are investing or they are putting their money in some cause, it means the cause is worthy. Otherwise, I am asking simple question: what made Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to contribute over $1 billion to Rotary Foundation? They could get it done through other organizations also. They have, as far as Bill Gates is concerned, he has the confidence among the Rotarians. He knows the credibility of the Rotarian. He knows that if Rotarian says something, they mean it. I tell you very honestly. In one of the meetings in Malegaon for polio eradication, I had a meeting with the commissioner of Malegaon. On our chat, he made me feel if it was only the program, polio eradication was the only program of the government of India, perhaps by this time it would have vanished. Only because of the involvement of Rotary, the program is still surviving. And because Manish, we always say that it is our commitment to the children of the world that we shall make this world polio free. Otherwise, see, we never thought that it will take such a long time. 35 years already gone. $2.6 billion have already spent, and how many more will be spent, we do not know, depending upon the scenario. But Rotarians will not get back to that. What they say, they mean it, that they are the people of integrity, credibility.
Absolutely, sir. Last two things that I would like to say, Ashokji. You are a person with strong grassroots. You are a person with a will to take a big project. We want you to take up excellent big need-based project, and we are there with you as your loyal soldiers who want to work with you in any project. We want to learn how to do big projects. So
thank you very much.
We want you to take a lead on one need-based project that you think is the need of the hour today, and you will see the entire District 3141 rallying behind you, ensuring that it will be not just the project of 3141, not just a project of India, not just a project of Southeast Asia, but it should be the project of entire Rotary International. And we are looking forward to you to give us a chance to work with you on these lines.
Inshallah, I'll get back to you.
Thank you so much, Ashok ji. And the last point that I would like to say, since you're a very strong supporter of the work done by Rotary, do support us by passing this message of the Rotary CSR and Global Grants Conclave to your industry connections to support Rotary and thus support mankind.
I'll do that.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presence today. It has been absolutely a thorough pleasure for me, a personal pleasure, a personal privilege, and I hope this video inspires thousands and thousands of more people to work the path that you have chosen over so many years.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. God bless you.
Thanks.